This session has ended. May belief guide your actions and shape the planes of your will. Farewell, all of you. You can download the syllabus at our educational platform online. Hey, welcome back to the School of Rock ASMR. So in this episode, we're still at the lecture halls of the Civic Fest Hall. And it's not really a school, and it's not really of rock, but we will try to do the best we can, getting our diploma, trying to get all of the passes from all of the lecturers, because that's what, this game is all about, right? No, it's not. Anyway, welcome to this. This is episode 28 of Planescape Torment, and like I said, we're still in the Civic Fest Hall. We're gonna talk to the three planes aligned, because I've missed that last time. I was sitting here in this room for a while, and I actually didn't really talk to him. I have my morning voice, because it's the morning, and sorry, maybe it will get better when I talk a lot, which I will, because normally these episodes involve like a 90% talking, 10% memes. So we'll see. Let's talk to three planes aligned. The Gift with the Mohawk. Welcome. Thin and sharp feature, his yellow skin covered with tattoos, this man looks over the room and its inhabitants with cold, black eyes. He appears to be giving a lecture. Stay for the lecture. I am known as Three Planes Aligned, a Gifterai scholar. If you're here for my lecture, it begins in a few moments. Mort sighs loudly. Come on, Chief. Are we really gonna stay for this? Just be quiet for a bit, Mort. I want to listen for now. He speaks in a very low, somber tone. Today I shall speak of the power of alignment and belief, and how they shape the planes. First, I shall explain the concept of alignment. Well, clearly we should have gone here first and then the other guy, because we asked the other guy about alignment, and he assumed we know. This must be an earlier semester in the course of studies. Keep listening. Alignment is a descriptor of one's beliefs and how one acts upon those beliefs. At their core, all creatures predominantly behave in one of three ways. This music is loud. With good in their heart, with evil in their heart, or indifference, or neutrality in their heart. They predominantly express one of these core behaviors in one of the three different ways. In an ordered manner, in a chaotic manner, or in an indifferent, neutral manner. Thus, there are 9 core alignments that one is capable of. I'm gonna have like a nice graph for this, I think. The 9 alignments then are lawful good, neutral good, and chaotic good. Lawful neutral, true neutral, and chaotic neutral. And lawful evil, neutral evil, and chaotic evil. Now I shall speak of the power of alignment, and the beliefs it engenders, of how from them the very deities gain strength, and how belief can physically affect one's environment. A deity must have worshippers, for it is the faith of such subjects which gives them power. Hence, the Athar believe that they're frauds because of this very core concept. This is not the subject of the lecture, so never mind. This is the sensates. As converts are made and more come to believe in a god, the more power that god receives. Conversely, when no one believes in a deity, it withers and dies, joining the corpses of other gods that float in the astral plane. Oh, hey, bam! Dead gods. I don't think we had this map for a while, but there it is. Dead gods. Good job. It is thus possible to slay a deity by simply forgetting about them. A much more striking example of the power of alignment and belief, however, can be seen within the sliding of gate towns. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, in my very, very own D&D campaign right now, I have a sliding gate town problem. I'm getting rid of faunal. First though, I would define gate towns. Gate towns are towns on the Outlands, the largely neutral area which Sigil spins over the center of. They are called gate towns because they are built around a permanent gate or portal to one of the outer planes. Each of these outer planes has its own alignment. The Abyss is chaotic and evil. Athar is lawful and evil. Mechanus is lawful neutral. Mount Celestia is lawful and good. The Outlands again are true neutral, leaning to neither law or chaos. Sliding occurs when there is a high concentration of belief in an area of differing belief. When this occurs, the area itself will move or slide to a plane that matches the new belief. Now, the gate towns usually have a strong belief that matches the outer plane beyond the portal, but belief is not yet strong enough for the town to slide from the Outlands and into the outer plane. For example, the town of Ribcage borders the portal to the lawful evil plane of Athar. As expected, the residents of Ribcage are largely lawful evil residents, but the entire town's alignment and beliefs are not strong enough so that Ribcage will slide into Athar. For example, Ribcage might one day see the sudden rise of lawful evil orders of clerics promoting their dark beliefs and converting many citizens to the worship of their lawful evil god. Were this to occur, there would be a good chance that the town would slide off the neutral Outlands, becoming part of the lawful evil plane of Athar. Whole layers of planes may move this way. Thus many wars are wars of belief and faith by necessity. They are the tools by which the territory is obtained and held. This, then, is the power of alignment and belief to shape the planes. This session has ended. May belief guide your actions and shape the planes of your will. Farewell, all of you. You can download the syllabus and at our educational platform online. Leave. Hey, that was pretty short and sweet. And to the point. I liked it. Now, I only have like 3 rooms and then the dormitories. So I think I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna go research. Well, before I go back to the brothel, I think I'm gonna try to find the water from the River of Styx, which Merryman wants, because I think that's one of the things I haven't done quite yet. Okay, let's figure out. So when I was editing last time, I realized these metal plates with scorch marks on them. So I think this is where the mages are practicing, and these were the weird sounds I've heard. Hopefully we'll get there soon, but I'm gonna just start with the left. And oh, these are fighting. Oh, there's a barrier. Warrior in training, warrior in training, warrior in training. They're just all warriors in training. There's nobody special. Barrier is special. Barrier is not a warrior in training. I mean, barriers are just warriors by default, right? Let's talk to the barrier then. This person is practicing various combat maneuvers on a wooden training dummy. They seem far too busy to speak with you at the moment. Okay, leave. These guys are not practicing, these guys are talking. Oh yeah, there you go. This person is breathing heavily and covered in a fine sheet of sweat, as if they had just finished some strenuous exercise. They turn to you as you approach. Yes?
What is this place?
They nod towards the training dummies. The warriors' training chambers.
Where's the trainer?
Quisai? They shrug, wiping sweat from their brow. Somewhere in the fast hole, most likely. He's hard to miss. His skin is like grey stone.
That's all I wish to know.
Okay, so this is Quisai's party. We've learned the way of stone from Quisai already. I think this guy's gonna be the same. Yeah. Let's go to the next one. I like these rooms if they're not involved, for a lot of talking. Oh, they're also stabbing. Oh, they're a thief in training. And there's also no trainer. So they're probably busy, right? This person is trying to remove items from the pockets of a stuffed mannequin, which is suspended from a frame and hung with various bells and chimes. Each time the person touches the mannequin too forcefully, it jingles loudly. Okay, so these guys are not practicing. This person is casually examining the bell-laden practice dummies strewn about the chamber. They look to you as you draw near.
What is this place?
It is a thief's training chamber. The dummies over there are for practicing purse cutting and pickpocketing on.
Where is the trainer?
He's probably wandering the ward right now. Someone upset him and he stormed out the festival swearing like nobody's business. His name is Havelock, Eli Havelock. He's thin, of medium height, with dark hair, swarthy skin, and sharp features.
This is all I wish to know. Farewell.
We know where Eli Havelock is. Oh yeah, that's the weird noise I talked about. There it is. So this chamber is the mages in training. We know that the curse master outside wanted to actually be the teacher here. So let's see if we can sabotage the current one, because the one outside was so... Oh. Did I click that? No, this is just Jumble Murder Sense. Walking out. Okay, yeah, let's see. Mage in training, mage in training, mage in training. Okay. This person is staring intently at the metal panel mounted on the chamber's wall. After a moment of fierce concentration, they wave their hands about and utter a string of impressive-sounding arcane syllables, all to no effect. Nonetheless, they continue to practice diligently, far too involved with their work to speak with you. Okay, let's... curses, she says. Let's talk to the guys who are not practicing. This person is carrying a sheaf of papers and unwound scrolls. They occasionally pause to look through them and read portions of what's written aloud, practicing elaborate hand motions as they do so. They look up as you come to stand before them. Greetings. Is this a... Oh, there's a man. Okay. Greetings.
Greetings. What is this place?
This is where aspiring mages can come to train and study. Many wizards come... What? Many wizards took their first steps in the art as fledgling sorcerers here.
Where is the trainer?
I do not know where Lady Thorncombe has gone. I would suggest to try the sensoriums. She spends much of her time there. They lower their voice, frowning. Perhaps too much.
The sensoriums?
Ask Splinter just inside the festival's entrance of them. You cannot reach them yourself, but he will take you there.
This is all I wish to know. Farewell.
Come on, Grace. I thought you succubi was supposed to be fun. Why so cold?
Oh?
You know, Mort, on some planes they burn jesters for firewood.
Sheesh. Ask a question and they flay the skin from your bones.
Okay. Mort really likes Fall from Grace. And I think, am going to raise the voices slider. Because... Back. Okay, that's much louder. Because whenever I have to actually isolate some of the dialogue audio, it's pretty damn quiet, like as opposed to the music. And especially here, music is really loud. So, okay, let's go to the dormitories quickly. What's happening here? There's sensate. There's a couple rooms. Man, this place I do not remember like at all. This person turns as you interrupt them, nodding a polite greeting. Apologies, good sir, but I was just in the middle of something. If you don't mind, farewell. They give a polite half bow and make to continue about their business. Okay. Oh, this one is not talking. Nope. They are in fact talking. Can I get into the rooms? Yes, I can. Unfulfilled desire. Oh, I cannot get any closer to the edge of this. That's a name. Let's save. Let's take a look at this. An oil painting of a young woman. Okay, what is this young woman? Get out of there. Because there's like many I know in Baldur's Gate there's like a painting of Elvis. So now I'm wondering what this one is. I'm gonna see if I can research that. So maybe tiny academic hat, and we'll see. A small enclosed courtyard lies outside this window. This is a locked container. Oh, did she leave? She left. Close the door. Okay, you cannot close the door. That's fine. We're alone. I think we're alone now. I don't think there's anybody around. That's not how this goes. Never mind. Hey. That's only 44 gold. Or copper. I was expecting something more exciting. Hey, unfulfilled desire. You came to talk. This woman before you is incredibly attractive. There's some intangible aura about her that makes you want to speak to her. As you step up to her, she glances at you coyly, then she gives a knowing smile. Greetings! You want something, yes? She hisses the yes, drawing it out slowly, sensually, from between her teeth. I can help. Name your desire. Oh god, I desire to sneeze! I think I'm sick. Although last time I had a sneezing coughing fit, Anna was flirting with me, so maybe there's a pattern here. I can help. Name your desire, and I shall provide it. I love this vessel, says Mort. The woman ignores Mort, her eyes locked with yours. She smiles, awaiting your responses. Oh god. I want you. I don't know. No, that's a trap. I want weapons of power. I don't. I want magical items. Maybe. Magical spells. I want knowledge. I have some questions. Oh, speaking of, I have some questions. I have a surprise coming up. But not quite yet here. Yeah. I want my memories returned. All of them. What do you have that I might want? Maybe later farewell. I want to go with 6. Because this is truly what I want. And all of these are like pretty selfish, apart from maybe this, but I have some questions. It's just like my standard go-to question. I want to go for 6. I want my memories returned. All of them. She smiles. Much may be forgotten in a lifetime, and much more in several lifetimes. I can help you. She studies your face closely. Explain to me the ways in which you want these memories. Speak to me your cravings, and I shall speak to you of the price. I misspoke. I don't want them back. What proof do you have that you... Describe the ways in which you want your memories back. I guess, yeah, this is what I need. As you speak, her smile fades, and she leans forward attentively, her eyes ravaging your features as you speak. Her presence compels you to speak more than you normally would, and after a few moments, her eyes flutter closed as she gives a sharp intake of breath. Suddenly, the desire for your memories begins to wane. Your want slowly drains out of you. Oh god, leaving only a cold emptiness in its wake. She opens her eyes again as you stop speaking. What is wrong, traveler? Do you no longer want your memories returned to you? No, I mean, yes. What have you done to me? She seems perplexed. Whatever do you mean? Despite her innocent demeanor, you're certain something unnatural has occurred. She has somehow siphoned off some part of your desire, stolen it away for some ghastly collection of wants, or perhaps to feed upon. Had you finished speaking of your desire, you're certain it would have been lost forever to you. Come now. There is something else you want then. Tell me of it. I'd best not. Farewell, unfulfilled desire. Okay, she was some kind of, this door is locked. You'll need a key. Really?
Ready.
There is not even like a... I don't think I can do this.
Might as well.
Oh no, it was. And nobody minded.
I'm gone.
Hey. Close the door behind us. Yes! It's thieving time. Oh, baby, look at all the thieving time. This is just open and there's nothing here. This is just open and there's nothing here. There's like a tiny bit here. I cannot reach it. No, I can. Handkerchief. Perfect. What is the handkerchief? Oh, that's the wrong menu. Unremarkable silk handkerchief.
All right.
Handkerchief.
I'm here.
I will now open the locked containers. Lockpick succeeded. And lockpick succeeded. Copper. Copper and some stuff. It's good. It's good. Does my phone just ring? I don't know. Okay, we stole from the sensates. How about here? There's no locked doors for me. And they don't seem to care much for the... Oh, but there is people inside. Hey. How odd. I was certain that we had locked the door. And in any case, I would ask that you please leave us for the moment.
Of course. Farewell.
Yeah. Hey. They seem to be concerned about the door.
What you be wanting now?
But I'm just... No, I don't want to detect traps.
Might as well.
Yep. Yep. Gold. Run. Oh, the door is locked. Oh, closed. I cannot close it anymore. Yeah, I can. Okay. Yeah, so they didn't mind I stole from them. I'm such a good thief. Oh, this one is also locked.
Aye?
Man.
Why not?
Oh, this one is special. Oh, there's some bookshelves to be had. I gotta be on the lookout. Maybe this is like... Hold on, maybe there's... Nope, they're not labeled. Festival room clerk. You're the attractive young woman. Who is not attractive in the Civic Festival? It's like everyone is just an attractive woman. Smiles pleasantly. Greetings, sir. She closes her eyes and flips through a large ledger, stopping at what seems to be a random page and opening her eyes once more. Here's your room key. She hands you a small key. The easternmost chamber has been waiting quite some time for your return. Would you like to rest now, sir?
Yes, that would be nice.
Okay, well, I guess I'm resting. So this room is mine. Well, I'm glad I haven't broken into it. Let's investigate. Oh, there's more. There's quite a bit of stuff. There's like a secret stuff here with some more copper. A small enclosed patio through the door, which is something that, again, how about this? The door is locked. It's my room. It's my room.
Might as well.
Okay, this is just a locked closet. Okay.
Done.
What's in here? Oh, dodecahedron and scroll of fire and ice. That's cool. Fire and ice is a level 5 spell. A red sphere of fire and blue sphere of ice shall streak forth and quickly strike down the targets of your choosing. 2 crystal spheres. The strike specifically, yeah. Red sphere explodes into fireball, 30 radius. Oh! Of fire damage upon the blue sphere explodes in the same area of closing. Oh, that's like a fireball, but fireball and ice ball. That's pretty great. I don't remember actually ever using it. Let's take a look at our wizarding spell, because I think I am using the Cone of Cold as level 5. Oh, I have Cloud Kill also. Well, I just rested. The Cone of Cold is not probably the best option here. Well, yeah, I guess I have now a pretty good selection. More than level 4 spells, for sure. Oh! A bunch of charms, which some of them I've already had, but there's one new. Cockroach Charm, +4 to armor class, +2 to armor class versus crushing, +10. That's a pretty good tank. Okay, let's just get all of them. I cannot take all of them. I haven't looked into my inventory for like weeks, I'll be honest.
Yes.
Okay, let's take the rest of it. And then more. Well, we could sell that, I guess. Oh, a bunch of scrolls. I think I know all of them. So I'm just gonna keep them here. You know, this is my room, so technically, possibly this is the best place to like store items. Yeah, I wanted to actually research. Is there anything here that could be connected to River Styx? Because there was a frost-aled mug, content cold. Well, this seems to be connected with water, and I don't see any other use. So I'm assuming that this is a... Oh, there's a diary. I was not allowed to look at it. Yeah, so I assume this has something to do with the rare sticks.
Alright.
But I don't know if we have to find some reservoir of Styx water. But for now, let's go to the sensorium, I believe. Splinter! Show me your crystals. How can you help me? Can you show me to the sensoriums? There are 2: the public sensorium, where visitors may use the sensory stones for anywhere between 10 and 50 commons, and the private sensoriums, where only members of the society. Ooh, should I just deal with that? I should probably, right? Take me to the public first.
I'm gone.
And then we can use this. There is no Lady Thorncombe here. He's probably in a private one. What did the guide say? This man's gentle voice compliments his calm and refined demeanor. Greetings. Are you here to use one of the sensory stones?
Yes, I am.
The man smiles and explains to you some of the various sensations that are currently available for your perusal. Will one of these suit you? Oh, do I have to do this right here? Unavoidable pain, tender love, mind-numbing tedium, sheer wonder-consuming impatience, tired surrender, supernatural lusts. Yeah, I mean, let's do it.
Unavoidable pain will do.
Good. Oh, so I didn't do it from here. This is like just a guide. We will go and do all of them. Oh, this is Lady Thorncombe. I just saw her walk out as I was drinking my ginger tea. Right, so we'll talk to her most definitely. She's not even in the private ones. Damn, she fell low. I talked about this one. Can I use this one now? Yeah. So I have to talk to the guide first. That's kind of weird. The greenish yellow stone is the one that Clerk directed you towards. Within it lies the experience unavoidable pain. Come on, bring it on. The experience is a short and violent one, struggling with another, slightly stronger man on the edge of blazing hot streams of molten lava. Your weapon hand is slowly, inexorably, forced ever closer to the magma. Beads of sweat evaporate the instant they appear. The hair on the back of your hand blackens and smolders above the awesome heat. Finally, your howls of suffering echoing from the canyon walls around you. Your hand and the axe it holds plunges into the lava and chars to ash in a few agonizing seconds. I got experience. The experience seems to have stirred some long-forgotten, vaguely similar memory in your own mind. You feel as you've gained something from using the sensory stone. Thank you. Tender love. There we go.
I need a sensory touch.
How may I help?
She does have sensory touch. Grace will provide.
My faith lend me strength.
So, are you happy, Mort? She also has Kiss. Is it 10 per rest or is it like 10 and that's it? I hope it's 10 per rest. I really curious to see what that does. She also has a touch.
What's up?
Okay, Mort. Well, you're not experiencing it. Actually, you are.
Right.
This light blue stone is the one that Clerk directed you towards. Within lies the experience tender love. Your eyes are closed. You can sense yourself standing on the tips of your toes, pressed against someone's tightly. Soft lips brush against yours, giving you the most gentle of kisses. Your heart seems to flutter in your chest, and you feel as if you could fall backwards and simply float off into space. This experience seems to have stirred some long-forgotten, vaguely similar memory in your own mind. This is the same stuff. So, did we just remember Deonara?
Alright.
That awaits us in the halls of death? Hopefully. I don't know if you remember Deonara. She's like episode 3. This is an unusual yeah, fine. We need to talk to the guide. Mind-numbing tedium. The experience couldn't be more than a few minutes long, but hours seems to pass. A long, boring lecture in the driest, dustiest hall in the University of Chalm in Sigil. Oh, University of Chalm. I don't think we have that card. I don't think there is a card for it. You look about the vast hall, hoping to catch someone's eye to pull a face at, but the other students are either asleep or staring listlessly into space. You drop your quill pen, pick it up, and drop again, just for something to do. You consider stabbing yourself in the eye with it, just to see if your senses haven't been wholly numbed by the incredible boredom. Steer yourself from the experience. Yeah, apparently this also reminds me of something else. Sheer wonder. Hesitantly, you open your mouth and take a shallow breath, and water flows into your lungs like cool air. You smile and take a deep breath, gawking in all directions as you slowly sink to the bottom of the harbor, where hundreds of colorful fish weave through twisting tracks of brilliant coral. As your feet touch bottom, you peer up at the keel of your ship and laugh aloud with joy, a string of great bubbles shooting up towards the surface. Okay. Consuming impatience. Oh, that's a long one. You stand debating with Amnes the horribly slow, keeper of the Lion Key, as to whether or not your quest is important enough for him to relinquish the artifact into your care. This whole experience is an exercise in sheer torment. Each and every one of his words is followed by a significant pause. Each and every point he makes is reiterated time and again before he lets you to speak. You present an argument, then wait, and wait, and wait, while he makes his counterpoint, to which you shout out a snappy counterpoint of your own, then must wait yet again for another of Amna's drawling, meandering, seemingly endless counterpoints. It's everything you cannot. It is everything you can do not to simply lop. What? It's everything you can do not to simply lop the fiend's tusked head off and snatch the key from the twitching corpse. Okay, I had some issues with the grammar there. I'm not sure if there was not a word missing or just
Get
a...
away from me, Mort.
Oh, Mort is just on his game tonight.
I can't stand anywhere. It's this leg thing, you know?
Find a way, skull.
Okay. Yeah, so I've raised the voices up and it's quite better to hear it now. I like another session there. Tired surrender will do. Sluddering, chattering, hoping beyond hope to be found, you curl into yourself beneath a blanket of snow to save what little warmth you have left, fighting to keep your eyes open. To remain awake, you become aware that you can no longer feel your arms, your legs, the ice against your face, and tired, so tired you at last resign to the inevitable. You close your eyes, bidding sleep a bitter welcome, as the sense of loss forces a single tear, doomed to crystallize before it even reaches your cheek from your aching eyes. Supernatural lust. You find yourselves coupling with a succubus. Well, I'm hoping that Fall from Grace cannot see this. A creature of such intense otherworldly beauty that even her fiend's horns and thrashing tail give you no pause. She gasps under you. You desire her so completely that the whole of your experience seems focused towards the single goal, as your life explodes from you in a starry burst. Wow. You hear the delighted laughter, and the music stops, of the succubus as she drains you dry, leaving your body but a soulless husk. Yeah, vaguely similar memory. I'm glad. Can I talk to Fall from Grace about it?
Yes.
Probably not. Psychosis will do. Oh yeah, this is psychosis. Wow. The experience is a strange one, very disturbing. You've the point of a knife pressed to someone's throat, your hand clamped over their mouth, and breathe hot and heavy in their face. You begin to stab them slowly. A knife dimples their skin and eventually breaks it. There is the hot rush of blood over your forearm, the sound of strangled respiration, a horrible sense of perverted glee, and it is over. That was disturbing. Festering jealousy. You feel your lip curl as the fair-haired young hero, armor gleaming like a polished silver mirror, once again enters your tavern. Hanging his velvet cloak on a wall peg, You service your patrons with a pair of eyes like sea gems, and a smile that sets the serving wenches swooning. You set the mug you're cleaning down and harumph loudly, thinking of what it'd be like to turn him upside down and shove him in the rain barrel. Bitter loathing. Venomous tears of pain brimming in your narrow yellow eyes. You gather tattered remains of your small-scaled red wings off the floor. Ooh. You humbly back out of Groba's study, gritting your needle-like teeth beneath sealed lips. Sure, you're only a Spinagon, least among devils, but that's no cause for a Pete Fint to tear your wings off because he doesn't like the message you brought him. What will your Gelgan master do now? You certainly can't say anything to Groba, and what use is a Spinagon without its wings? You're probably cast into the pit of flame for incompetence. Vengeance out of the question. There's little to do but shake your clawed fist and hate, hate, hate Groba with all the loathing in your heart little black devils hearken muster. Pure glee. Dancing and leaping about in the rhythm of the Wood Elves' bouncing festival music. You and a dozen other dancers spin through the forest clearing like a whirling dervish, smiling and laughing like mad, as the cheering forest dwellers whoop, clap and dance alongside you. Fairies carrying through the air above your heads, leaving sparkling trails of colored light. That was a pleasant one, you know. Frightened exhilaration. You twist your head to look up at the large contraption strapped to your back. A set of 4 bat-like wings extend from out of it, each made of leather-pulled taut over wicked frames. From the precipice you're perched on, Dilliger's floating fortress appears but a tiny speck, suspended in the blue-grey sky, miles away across nothing but empty air. This is how everyone travels on the plane of air, they said. It's easy. You smirk, step back a ways, and make a running leap off the cliff into the cool wind below, leaving your stomach behind. As the wings suddenly catch the air, an amazing rush shudders through your entire body as you soar out over the nothingness and towards the elemental prince's abode. I don't know, we have a card for floating fortresses. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. If we did, you have seen her. Grim determination. Oh, why am I so sleepy? What happened? The entire hall was in ruins and still in the process of being destroyed, as dozens of combatants hurled weapons, deadly arcane magics, and themselves at one another in a desperate struggle to be the last one standing. Plumes of acrid green smoke rose from the pile of limp bodies as you dragged yourself out of, having barely escaped the wrath of some fiendish spell. There it was, across the way, through the battling throng, through the bloodthirsty battle ahead of you, sitting untouched on a miraculously upright table. Your pint of mead, and you'd get it back if you had to kill every last one of the brawling tavern patrons to do it. Okay. Complete bafflement. You awake from uneasy dreams to find yourself transformed in your dank lair into a rather small, full-limbed, fleshy thing. You're lying on your shellless, as if it were wholly unprotected, back, and when you lift your tiny head, unadorned with its unusual sensory antennae, a little you can see your pinkish belly, partly covered in soft curling hairs, quite unlike the black bristles you're accustomed to seeing there. Your only two legs now jut from the end of your torso rather than from around your abdomen. They look thick and ungainly in proportion to your body, and neither limply, making no attempt to right you on their own. Only by actively concentrating you can move the things. What has happened to you? Okay, so I've turned from like a bug to a humanoid, or is this evolution? Sudden evolution? I don't know. Horrible regret. You stand on the deck of your flagship, the Divine Hammer, as it floats over the continent of Agerheim. Held aloft by the winds of magic, the very landscape roils and shudders beneath the bombardment of your fleet. 1,000 ships, cannons, and bombards, hurling their sorcerous fire down like vengeful gods. The shockwaves begin to hit your ship only minutes ago. A constant vibration that sends shudders through the whole of the ancient craft and moves your very bones, accompanied by a constant rumbling bass, as the land's mountains begin to sink and the seas that surround it begin to boil off into the atmosphere. Your first officers come to stand beside you. "My Lord Admiral, permission to speak freely, sir." You nod your acquiescence, your stomach sinking, as you guess at his question. "My lord, forgive me, but how What gives us the right, a billion lives? You speak without turning to him, unable to take your eyes off Rumus, the nation's vast capital city, as it vaporizes into a cloud of superheated gases 12 miles across and growing ever wider. If you only knew the full treachery of the Agarites, first officer Helm, one which is beyond most of any man's comprehension, then you would know. You would speak of our right to annihilate them. We've no right to let them live. But sir, traitors, all of them? Surely, among the hundreds of thousands, how many innocents? Silence! Speak of this no more. Our king has spoken, his will be done. The task set to us is a horrible one, not fit for contemplation or questioning. There is no room for pity, no room for remorse, only duty. The two of you stand silently for a time, watching the last minutes of Agerheim. At long last you sigh, a low stuttering exhalation that sounds as if something had broken inside of you. Beneath the brazen plate that covers the ruined half of your face, your dead eye begins to weep. Fall, my friend, I would have you understand. I now know as I look down at what I have wrought here, that were I to think upon what I have done, what I have truly done, I would be struck mad. A deed such as this, the anguish, would overwhelm, destroy me, so, First Officer Form, it must be that there are no innocents in Agerheim. No mothers, no children, no people. Only traitors. Vile, cunning traitors who deserve no less than the full brunt of our most holy king's wrath. Do you understand this? Yes, my lord. Good, now go. I wish to be alone here. By your command, Lord Admiral. Foam bows his head and returns below deck, leaving you to stand over the end of a civilization. Okay, this is a more hefty one. And also, I remember this. I guess I've destroyed civilizations. Shock and rise to a seething vengefulness. You stand somewhere in the nether regions of the plains, a sweltering place where the ground is beaten copper and the sky is of brass. Here the bodies of sinners, petitioners in this horrid place are rolled amongst iron brambles and bronze scorpions until their bones are fine grey dust. I think that's Hades. From the... maybe. Continuous experience. You squint at the horizon, the bone dust rising with putrid-smelling gusts of wind that carry with them the sound of agonized moaning. There is nothing but flat metallic landscape as far as the eye can see. The dust is everywhere, in everything. It stings at your eyes, coats the insides of your mouth with a pasty film. You spit, wiping at it with your fingers, but it's no use. The stuff taste has fouled your mouth completely. You look down at the key in your hand, a minute platinum orb, and picture the man's face who solemnly swore to you the magical portal you just passed through, now gone of course, led you to the green fields of Bytopia. Bam. Someone, by all of the powers and their proxies, bam, was going to pay for this one. Someone, yeah. Okay. Slowly dawning horror. As a fan of horror, I'm really excited about this one. How good could it be, you think, regarding the burgundy liquid carefully. Across the table from you, the twisted old man smiles slyly. Please, sir, try, he whispers, his hushed voice the sound of dry leaves blown over a roughly cobbled street. Thou shalt find it more than lives up to thy expectation, I am sure. You nod at him and lift the crystal goblet into the air, watching the light play through the crimson liquor. You'd come a long way for this drink, searched long and hard for this old man, and you'd be damned to let anything rush you now. The moment was to be savored. You raise the glass to your lips, inhaling the stuff's aroma. The bouquet is light, or the bucket, sweet, intoxicating, almost dizzyingly so. You've tried countless drinks, written tomes about them, their flavors and smells, means of manufacture in your journeys across the plains, but this stuff was supposed to be legendary. No living man you've found or heard of had tried this stuff. The stories were ridiculous, nothing could taste quite so good, but if there was the slightest bit of truth to them, this would be some fine liquor indeed. Continue the experience. At last you drink of the goblet, a cautious sip. Incredible! Indescribable! As the flavor washes over your palate, you fight the urge to shudder with delight. Nothing you have tried in all of the long years has tasted quite like this. You look up at the old man, startled to find your glass empty. You had drained it all in a single draught. You wipe your eyes with the back of your hand, not entirely sure when you had begun to cry.
Tears of joy, eh? The old man laughs softly. Quite pleasing to the tongue, is it not?
Would thou like some more, perchance? He smiles of you once more. Yes, if I might.
Surely,
he replies, refilling your glass. Try as what you might, you cannot resist downing it a single gulp. You thrust your finger into the goblet in an attempt to find some lasting drop of the stuff. Several times more does he fill the goblet, and each time you gulp the stuff down as a starving man would devour a feast, unable to control yourself to deny yourself another exquisite taste of it. He chuckles softly once more.
And drink such as this? A man would do anything for it, no?
You nod without hesitation.
Yes, a man would.
Looking at him, his sly smile suddenly takes on a whole new meaning. A sense of horror begins to creep over you, even as you begin to yearn painfully for more of the blood-red liquor.
Yes, the old man grins, his yellow eyes gleaming. A man would do anything in the thrall of such drink, even the most terrible, most hideous of deeds, as thou shalt see, my newest servant.
Yeah, okay. Incredible frustration. You can see now the crown of Hafen gleaming upon a marble pedestal, no more than 20 strides away. It is with it you could wrest control of the armies of Athenopolis away from your treacherous brother and restore your father's kingdom. I don't know if that means anything. A fool your wretched brother was. You smiled grimly as he thought to leave the king's only daughter alive, thinking she could do him no harm. A sound, the creak of the ladder sandals, the softest hiss over there by that third pillar. She was close now, Palafi the Medusa, jealously guarding the crown her servants had stolen for her so long ago. Crouching behind the wide pillar, you wrap your hand tightly around your rusted, thrice-blessed javelin. With your helm of swiftness and 100 mirrored shield, even the beasts such as Palafi would be no match for you. So this is a mirror of the Greek myth, I think. Any moment now, she would round the pillar and meet the sight of you. Even if she turned away from the shield, your javelin would surely find her throat. Suddenly, there's a gentle touch on your shoulder. You gasp, spinning around to face, of course, the Medusa. Accepting the inevitable, you only have time to lose a piercing cry of frustration before your lungs and every other part of you solidifies into cold grey stone. What was that? Indescribable frustration? I guess. I was expecting something more frustrating. A vastly important secret. 6 Imperial servants rush ahead of you, swinging the golden doors of the Dragon Palace wide. "Long live the Empress!" they cry in unison. 1,000 years! Long live the Empress! 1,000 years! Is that gonna be Tiamat? That might be Tiamat, right? Dragon Palace, the Empress. Beyond the threshold, dozens of loyal warlords, kings in their own right, drop to their knees, touching their heads to the floor in defense as you pass them en route to the grand imperial throne. As you turn and face your minions, seating yourself upon the imperial throne. Wait, you allow a small satisfied smile to creep across your carefully painted lips. There's but one thought in the forefront of your mind. That the body of the young Empress Wu Sun Sha lies broken at the bottom of the Well of Solitude, and that you, Bai Hua, the horse merchant's daughter, are the last poised to shake the empire and the corrupt Wu dynasty to its very foundations. Okay, so it's not Tiamat. Not at all Tiamat. This is Chinese mythology. There is elements of that in D&D as well. And the last one of these public ones, lycanthropy. Suddenly aware that the hour has almost come, you leap from your bed and run flying from your cottage into the surrounding woods. Stumbling in the dark, you come to a small moonlit clearing, the one you had found last week and decided to use for tonight. You hastily strip off the clothes, sit in the long grass, and wait. You close your eyes, listening to the steady chirp of crickets, the throaty croaking of bullfrogs in a nearby creek, the rustle of the grass as the wind caresses it. What would someone think seeing this through your eyes, experiencing this moment and what was next to come? Soon you will travel to the city, find a cleric to rid you of the curse, but for now, may as well make the best of things. You rub your hands together with anticipation, grinning like a bearded, fire-haired giant of a madman, sitting naked and alone in a forest clearing in the dead of night. A prickling sensation runs across your skin and your senses sharpen dramatically. You breathe in through your nose, inhaling the scent of everything around you, the damp earth, the sweat of your cast-off clothes, the opossum clinging fearfully to the tree behind you. You open your arms and look down at your forearms. The faint moonlight reveals that the slightest quivering across their surface, but in moments the flesh begins to ripple impossibly, tufts of thick brown fur spouting forth with a grisly crackling sound, like popping joints and grinding bones. Your back and shoulders begin to hunch and broaden, uncomfortable but not quite painful. Your muscles, your entire body mass doubles, triples in size and continues to grow. Still fascinated by the transformation yourself, you watch as your fingers wither away to nothing, hands swelling to meaty paws from which burst fur and massive black claws. The night seems to become brighter as your eyes transform, become accustomed to the darkness. A wide muzzle comes into view, and you touch your wet, snuffling nose delicately, chuckling to yourself. Next time you think you'll have to stare into a mirror or pond as the curse takes effect. Watch your face warp and change, losing its familiar shape to become a bear's. Soon it becomes difficult to concentrate upon anything but your more basic urges. Food would be good right now. Yes, food. Perhaps you get lucky and find a nice fat catfish in the creek. You rise off your massive haunches with a huff and begin to amble through the trees on all fours, heading for the water's edge. Okay. So that was the last of the public ones, and I've been recording for a good over an hour, so I'm gonna stop now, hopefully cut this down into a reasonable amount. But I have done nothing but read this entire episode yet again. Man, Civic Pastel is a killer for my voice. Anyway, this has been episode 28, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye and fall out.